How y'all doing out there? I want to welcome you back and welcome some of y'all for the first time to the TPP, the Tremayne Perry podcast. I am your host. Some folks call me Trey. Other folks call me Tremayne. It don't matter what you call me as long as you call me. Who am I? Four-belt Trey. And you know this, man. Back on the podcast once again, cooking it up, chefing it up in the kitchen. Before I continue, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go through my content, like those videos, comment on them, share them with your friends. And don't forget to follow me on your social media accounts. Hope everybody's having a great start to their week. Now let's begin. Yeet. Getting rid of the belts off the top. All three of them. Who we got up here already? Tina! My sister from another mister. How you doing? Welcome in. Let me get my swag up. What up, Frank? I see you too. How you doing? Today on the cooking podcast, I'm going to be cooking for the first time ever Philly cheesesteak potato skins. Look, it's a tongue twister. Look at that. Philly cheesesteak potato skins. I always love a good potato skin when it's got bacon and cheese on top with some onions and whatnot. I said I'm going to flip the script and stuff it with a bunch of Philly ingredients, you know what I'm saying? And off camera, I already started cooking. I've been in here for like, I don't know, a couple hours cooking. I'm cooking collard greens, Tina. Let me give you a look at what I'm... Big old pot of collard greens. They're going to expire. They're going bad, so I had to cook them. So I already got them boiling. They've been up there for like 30 minutes or so. A meatless collard green recipe I found online. It took me forever. I've never cooked collard greens at home. I've cooked it at a restaurant in that kind of setting before, but never at home. So that's because I was like, once again, okay, I'm eating a baked potato pretty much. I need something to go with it as a side item. That's my side item. So about this Philly cheesesteak potato skin I'm about to make. The recipe, if you wanted to follow along, if you want to try it yourself one day, it can be found in the video description. See, what had happened was, last week when I cooked them deviled eggs, I wanted something to go with it. So remember I had that T-bone steak and I cooked sauteed broccoli and I had baked potatoes. I got leftover baked potatoes, so that's making this a whole lot easier than it should be. And I already checked them, they're still good, nothing wrong with them. They got no spill, they got no sliminess. Just a old potato that I'm gonna use to make my Philly cheesesteak potato skins. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take them out the full. Y'all can see, right? Y'all see what I'm doing. If you smell, glad to hear you're doing well, Tina. Tina, I got Gatorade tonight. Matter of fact, I'm about to drink that instead of my Mountain Dew. Watch this. Because you're always drinking Gatorade. Dang, my apron's falling apart. Tina, you always be drinking that Gatorade, so I got me one tonight. How you doing? You done inspired me to drink Gatorade. Oh, let me fix my apron, y'all. I don't know what happened. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. I see only one like. 9 people watching me. You do the math. What up, Wyoming? How you doing? I see you too. Was it Anna? Anna Maya? Is that how you say your name? How you doing? Give me a second to get my situation taken care of. I don't know how that happened. Probably during that crazy entrance. But yeah, the collard greens. I've never made collard greens at home before. Only in a restaurant setting. So this is another first off camera. It was a process, boy, I tell you. Cleaning them greens. And there was a lot because I had a ton of them. That's a big old pot. A ton of them about to go bad if I didn't use them. And I'm like, what am I going to do? All right. Like I said, I'm going to cut these potatoes, hollow them out. I think I'm going to keep the insides to make like mashed potatoes or something one day. So I'm going to get a bowl to put them in. My insides. Sorry I was a little bit late today. I was... Technical difficulties. You know how it is, YouTube and whatnot. I don't want the cable touching my food, but I gotta keep my stuff charged. I'm just halving them. One swipe, whoosh. One swipe and done. That one I kind of beat up, so I guess I'll cut it at an angle like this on the side. Next step, we're gonna take a spoon. Like I said, the inside, they look fine. There's nothing wrong with these potatoes. I'm gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna hollow them out. But you wanna leave like at least a centimeter of potato, the white potato, so it can brown. And plus, it gives it some texture. So I'm just going around it with my spoon, hollow it out. See how I broke it? I was trying not to do that. That's the first one I'm trying to get in my groove. See, you want that much potato left in it. See how I made like a bowl with it? I created my own little potato bowl. Scoop out a little bit more. I almost want to use a knife just so I can get the outline. Oh man, I ruined this one too. Dang it. I didn't ruin it, I just split it, which is what I'm trying to avoid. Again, this is my first time making anything like this at home, so just bear with it. I'm actually freestyling it. I found 3 different recipes online. I took elements from each one and put my spin on it to make my own thing, to do my own recipe. Tina, I have a feeling them trolls is gonna come in here, so if you don't mind doing my light work while I put in the work. I know you will. That's why I love you. And tell your husband I said thank you for providing me the link to that Etsy site. I appreciate that. See, that one came out good. I didn't tear the shell, didn't tear the skin off. That's it. You want to, hollow them out. I've made potato skins at the jobs before. Not at the current jobs, but at the restaurant I worked at in. Like 25 years ago I worked there. I used to make all this stuff from scratch there. I'm gonna make mashed potatoes with that. Believe that. I'm making mashed potatoes with the insides. Dang, tore that one up too. Sorry though. It's still edible. Still gonna turn out good. The presentation will still be there, in spite of that. And I'm definitely gonna have leftover Philly cheesesteak stuffing. The Philly cheesesteak I make. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my skillet so I can get my ground beef going. I'm using ground beef for my Philly cheesesteaks. And I've already preheated my oven. It's been preheated for like 30 minutes. Running the light bill up, but sorry. Sorry I'm not communicating with the live chat, but as you can see, I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. That's it. This part ain't got to be perfect. None of this got to be perfect. I'm freestyling. See, you want to make it a bowl, like a boat. I see. Amy, how you doing? Charles, what up? How you doing? You're making some food now. Making lamb burgers. What? Bok choy and some baked beans. I hear you, brother. I told you need to get on camera and do it yourself, Charles. I'm making loaded potato skins. I'm loading them with Philly cheesesteak. And I got some collard greens I've been cooking. For the first time at the house, I'm cooking collard greens. Mom used to always cook this stuff, but I would eat it without cooking it myself. Yeah, big old pot of collard greens because they were going to go bad if I didn't do something with them. Never cooked collards at home before. This is the first for me. And so far, so good. Found a recipe online. I can share it with y'all if you want. Just say the word. So next up with these, I'm going to put them in a pan. Hopefully this is big enough to... It was 3 potatoes, so I got 6 halves. And this is not big enough to put all of them in, so... I got a pan in the oven, but it's already hot because it's in there with the preheated oven, so I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to put 3 on one. Hear that? I'm going to put 3 on one, 3 on the other one. And next, I'm wanting to get some butter out the fridge. Because I'm going to butter these so they'll brown. Charles, I am freestyling some potato skins, bro. I'm going to just do it like this, I guess. If that'll even work. I don't think that's going to work. So... I'm going to just throw some butter in each one of them and hope for the best. If worst come to worst, I'll turn the broiler on and brown them that way. Because I'm still going to have to put them back in the oven again to melt the cheese on top. Which I'm using provolone for the cheese. Wait, y'all can't see me. Rub the inside with butter. But my butter is solid. I forgot to leave it out. So I'm going to just throw it in the oven for a minute, let the butter melt, and then rub it around. Trying to improvise, mesmerize, tantalize, and inspire while I'm at it. All right, I don't want my phone is charging and the cable's in the way, all in the way. Okay. Like I said, after a minute, I'm gonna pull them out and then rub that butter around on it that way. So, I got my pan heating for my, using hamburger patties because I was gonna throw them on the grill, but you know, working 3 jobs and all, I didn't have time to do that. So these hamburger patties are what I'm gonna use to get my hamburger meat for my Philly cheesesteaks. Seasoning, that's another thing. I found a recipe for Philly cheesesteak seasoning. I also added that link to the social as well. Let me get that butter out. That butter is melted. Melted enough. So I'm gonna use the same spoon I was scooping them with to spread it around. Is it windy or what? Well, this is one of them birds on my roof. So I'm just using the spoon to spread that melted butter around best I can. So that the inside of the potato will brown. And Charles, you're still in the chat, right? Holler back. I thought about the grill too, but too much pollen. That too. That pollen is bad. Bro, I know you said for me not to cuss on camera. I get that. I'm trying to be a good influence on people. But hear me out. Hear me out. Christian to Christian. Hear me out, Charles. I grew up to the King James version of the Bible. In said version of the Bible, there are 3 words in there that I don't consider cuss words because they're in the Bible. That is hell, damn, and ass. If you look at the King James version, that word is mentioned. And this, I know it's all about context, but I don't consider them cuss words is what I'm getting at. So sometimes I might say those words on camera. I'm not trying to offend. I'm just letting you know where I'm coming from. All right, that's spread around pretty good now. I'm gonna let them go 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be enough to brown them. If not, like I said, I'm turning the broiler on. All right, so I got my potatoes in the oven getting right. Potato inside is gonna get used to make loaded potatoes or something. I said I was hungry. Bro, I worked with this one dude. He was a chef. Every time he's in the middle of making food and stuff, he start eating off it. No clean spoon, maybe sometimes it's bare hand. And every time you ask him, like, dude, don't you need to get a clean spoon to do that? Man, the chef's got to eat. I'm like, bruh, don't make me nothing. All right, so back to this seasoning. I'm gonna put maybe 5 different seasonings in my hamburger meat. That is garlic powder, or onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper. What's the other one at? This guy right here, thyme. It was something else. I gotta refer to my resource. Hold on. It was at least 2 more seasonings they said use. They didn't give me an amount. They didn't say a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever. They just said use this. Chili powder. I got it right here. Where's that though? Chili powder. I know I got some. Right here. Chili powder is the next one. And paprika. I'm skipping the salt. I have to watch my sodium, so I don't put none of salt in nothing I cook at home. And I guess I'm gonna measure out what? A tablespoon of each? Because I got a lot of meat. I'm gonna do it, well, yeah, I'd rather be 2 seasoned than not enough. So yeah, a tablespoon of each. Let me move the camera so y'all can see me. Even though you can't see me. All right, like I said, a tablespoon of everything I'm gonna mix up before I throw that meat in that pan. Once again, that is paprika, chili powder, black pepper, thyme. I thought it's probably too much time, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And it's about to start smelling good in here. It was already smelling good before. It's really gonna start smelling good when I start hitting it with all these seasonings. And onion powder. Onion powder, garlic powder. 6 different seasonings going in my steak seasoning. Mix it up a little bit. Everything but the salt, because again, I don't do salt. That's too much. I already know, but at least it's not salt. That's why I go heavy on the other seasonings since I'm not putting salt in them. Okay, now I'm gonna put these hamburger patties in this hot skillet. Can you see it? Y'all can see that, right? Hold on, let me make sure I don't drop the tripod again, like I did last week. And for those of you who don't know what that says, it's backwards, but it says count your blessings. Just waking up is a blessing alone. Everything else throughout the day is an added bonus. How you doing? Let's see. I need I guess I'll use a whisk or spatula to break it up. Oh, man overboard. Man overboard again. Dang it, making a mess. Try not to be too nervous doing this live on camera, but like Booker T says, make those nervous butterflies fly straight. And I guess I'll go ahead and throw my seasoning in there. I think I'm supposed to wait actually. Let's see what this recipe says. Brown the beef. Use a large skillet to cook. Oh, I haven't even chopped my peppers yet, guys. Good grief. Let me get you back over here so you can see me chop the peppers. Man, I am getting ahead of myself. I'm not putting no onions in my Philly cheesesteak because I got onions in my collards, and I'm going to use green onions on top. So my bell pepper, let me wash it off. And mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Mushrooms and bell peppers. I got this on a medium heat. Cut it down a little bit. Rinse my things off. Try not to get my iPad wet. I'm gonna flip my cutting board over so there's not potato residue on it. I'm not drying nothing. I know they say dry stuff, but I ain't got time, literally. I ain't even prepped this the right way. I normally cut it at the top. Try not to be too nervous, guys. Bear with me. It still works the same way. Take the guts out. I like doing it the way I just did it. Just cut it down. I've never cut a pepper like that before. Cut it down the side, empty the seeds and the guts out, and then continue. Because you can pull the whole stem out and everything this way. And then tap all the seeds out. That's the first time I've ever cut a pepper like this, and I like it. And now I'm gonna dice it. And my mushrooms are pre-cleaned, so I normally don't wash them. I probably should, but I don't. Because it says on the package they're pre-cleaned, and they look pretty clean to me. Then like I pulled it out the ground, using it that way. Shout out to my church mom and my church dad for getting me this knife and that big pot right there that I'm cooking my greens in. Love you, Brett and Kathy. You know that. I almost want to cook these separate from the hamburger. Yo, knock on wood, I had 2 close encounters when I was cutting them greens earlier. I can literally feel the sharpness of the blade on my thumb, but I avoided a disaster both times. It might have been 3 times that happened, and I avoided disaster every time. Dang, that's a lot of pepper. Wait, let me stir it up some more. Let me get you back over here so you can see what I'm doing. No tripod, don't fall. You want to cook this until everything's brown. I ain't added no seasoning yet. I'm trying to wait until after I strain it, all the fat and the juices off, and then I'm gonna add my seasoning to it. That's why I think I should cook the peppers and the mushrooms separate, so it doesn't compromise the integrity of the meat. At this point, I'm using a spoon trying to separate it. Or a fork, I mean. See, it's starting to brown up. It's trying. It's doing some things. Cooking is like, almost like chemical balances, chemistry in a way. Yeah, I like the idea of cooking it separate. So I'm gonna get another, wait, my potatoes. I almost forgot I was supposed to be browning them. Nah, they're still good. You can't overcook something like that. They're just getting crispy the way you want them. I could probably leave them there for 20 minutes and it wouldn't hurt. All right, let me get another saute pan there. That's not gonna work. That fell behind the stove. Good times. These are the good times. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna use the big one. The big one. Because I got a lot of peppers. And I'm actually gonna transfer this one to the back burner and use the front one for my peppers and my mushrooms. Throw a little. I ran out of olive oil, so I gotta use avocado oil at this point. Now back to cutting my peppers. And that slows down the hamburger process so that everything will be timed just right, hopefully. And it's hot in here. That's the only thing about cooking, man. It raises the temperature in the environment. So it'd be hot. That's why when you go to restaurants, that's why it be freezing cold in there, because the kitchen crew trying to stay cool, but they don't realize it's so cranked up. Anybody sitting in the dining room gonna be cold. That, and they want to turn over the restaurant real quick. They want you to hurry up and eat and leave so that they can get more people in there and make more money. And it allows you to get cold and want to order a hot drink. Like you want a hot tea or a coffee at that point. I worked in the business too long to not know these trends. Just like I watched wrestling too long not to be able to tell what's going to happen. I might, with my leftover Philly ingredients already cooked, make Philly quesadillas tomorrow. Let's go get some tortilla shells and make Philly quesadillas or Philly tacos. Either way, I'm gonna have too much, and that's the point. I'm listening to throwback jams. They're playing Hip Hop Parade by Naughty by Nature. Who remember that? Good enough. Good enough for my line of work. Good enough for my... And I'm not even going to cut my mushrooms. I'm just going to add them the way they are. I might rinse them just... I mean, I don't know why I would rinse them, but I might rinse them this time. I think my saute pan is warmed up. I hear my hamburger starting to get back hot again. I'm going to stir my collards. They're looking good. Not bad for a first time making them at home, I don't think. I haven't added no seasoning to it. I'm waiting until I drain them. That's like I'm waiting to add my seasoning to the hamburger meat after I drain it. Alright, let's add these peppers to this thing. Check on my potatoes in a minute. They're gonna be so good. This is about to be so good, y'all. I haven't ate all day long because I've been. You can ask my coworker at the day job. I was dreaming about this. I was sitting there researching. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do mushrooms instead of onions. I'm gonna do this kind of cheese and that kind of thing with it. Yeah, it's hot. Here we go. Peppers, yeah. This is a lot of food for just one person, by the way. And that's another thing. Hold on, let me add my mushrooms and I'll say it on camera for the record. Hold on, let me add this too. I'm going to rinse them under water though, like I said. I don't know why, but I am. I'm so excited about this, y'all. Just don't know how excited I am about this meal I'm cooking. It's gonna be so good. That's enough. That's plenty. I'm trying to put even amount. Peppers, mushrooms, combined cooked to the meat. But if I don't use these mushrooms, they're probably gonna go bad. So I'm gonna throw a few more in there. That's the problem, y'all. I get all this stuff and I don't eat it in time and I have to throw it away. It's so wasted. All right, back to what I was gonna say though. All right, hear me out. Women always say they want a man that can cook, right? I'm right here. I do it every single week. As you see, I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. Where's she at though? Just like Joe Hendry, say that his name, he's supposed to appear. Where they at though? I ain't had a girlfriend in like 7 years, and it's probably a good thing. I ain't got about no drama. Anyway, back to business. That hamburger is almost done. I feel like I'm making manwich or hamburger helper or something like that. That's what Mom used to make all the time. She would always use hamburger to do that. Check my potatoes. And I got the biggest pans out, so it's only so much that I can do with such real estate, but I'm doing it. Those potatoes, they're looking good. They're still white, so I'm gonna leave them in there a little bit longer. I'm gonna just cut the temp down. Cut it down to 350, about 350. Put my butter back in the fridge so it gets soft. Yeah, Tina, this one's for you. Where you at? Mama Barrel 6, aka Tina, this one's for you. Because you always be drinking that Gatorade. I appreciate the 14 likes, guys. Keep them coming. Back to the food that's cooking. Stir my collard greens some more. They got another hour. I'm cooking them for 2 hours. I want them to be real, real soft. I don't want them to be tough. 2 hours on medium heat. I start, just so you know how I prep this, because I'm not using no meat, I sauteed some onions, diced onions. Once they started to brown, added 4 cloves of fresh garlic that I minced, that I chopped up real fine. Once that got a little bit brown, I added a whole lot of chicken broth. Let that come to a boil. Then I added my chopped collard greens to the mix. Covered it. And here we are stirring it ever so often while it simmers. Man, this is gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Very excited. Very excited. And look, there ain't no, I must use lean hamburger or something because there's little to no, you know, juices. There's nothing I need to strain off. It might be good. There's just a little bit of pink left in there. I'm gonna keep on cooking it. Maybe turn the heat down a hair. All right. Yeah, that's looking real good. All right, meanwhile, that's doing that. I'm gonna bring you back over here. Cause I like green onions, love it. With potato skins, whenever I order them from the bar down the street, I always tell them to put extra, extra, extra green onions on mine. So with that being said, ton of them. So I'm gonna rinse them and then I'm gonna dice them. I'm gonna put them in this little cup so that there'll be a topping. That's gonna be the top, the icing on the cake. I'm high-key glad I can't see the chat. Because I can only imagine what them hating trolls are saying to me or about me. And you know what? To be quite honest with you, it doesn't matter what them trolls say. Like I said, all this fresh produce was going to go bad if I didn't do something with it. Notice I ain't drying nothing off. They always say dry it off. Use a paper towel to do this and do that. I ain't drying nothing. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh yeah, we cooking good over here. Look at this. Well, what do we got over here? We got the hamburger completely brown now. We got them peppers and mushrooms softening up. I'm about to combine the two, throw some seasoning in there, and let it simmer a little longer. Yeah, there ain't no juice. I mean, that's a little bit. No, not hardly at all. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm on the right page with my recipe, though. Before I do anything else, reference my recipe. Next step in that is wait, I was using 2 or 3 different recipes. Hold on, let me turn everything down so it can chill out a little bit. Yeah, I'm about to wing this thing, y'all. I'm gonna combine. Which pan should I keep? I guess I'm gonna keep this one. Get another spatula. Again, I didn't have to strain the meat because it was lean enough to not have a bunch of water left over. Like no, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I mean. Let's see, I put this right there. So now I add my seasoning. Season a little bit, mix it up a little bit. Need a spoon at this point. Cut the heat down a little bit on it. Gradually adding the seasoning to it. Now I'm so hungry. Oh, my stomach bubbling. And just the concept of what I'm about to be enjoying. And that's a lot. That's a big pan, y'all. It's just meat, oops. But yet it's so much food. It smells so good. I wish y'all could smell it. I wish this was like smell-o-vision. I like the idea of making it into tacos or a quesadilla tomorrow, because it's going to be more than enough for them 6 little half of potatoes. Doesn't it look good? Hey, you want me to zoom in on it? Oh, let me add my rest of my seasoning. I'll zoom in so you can see what I see. Even though I got my glasses on and it's real dark, I still see that is fire. Like I said, I know this is probably too much seasoning, but I don't care. Dang, I missed the whole pan with the last little bit of it. Oh well. Casualties of cooking. And at this point, like I said, I'm freestyling. I found 4 ingredients online. I took a little bit of everything, make my own thing. All right, next up, I'm gonna zoom in so you can see how good that looks without trying to basically. Look at that. All right. So, one of the ingredients said use beef stock. Another one said use cream cheese. I'm gonna do both options. So, with that being said, I'm gonna take this here measuring cup. I'm gonna measure out 1 cup of this beef broth and add it to this concoction. And let it simmer. This is gonna make it give it like a gravy, you know what I'm saying? And it also said, where's that one recipe that said the cream cheese? Like I said, I found 4 different recipes. I'm taking elements from all of them. I'm doing my own thing. I'm gonna say it was 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. And I got the reduced fat cream cheese so that it decreases the saturated fat content. That's another thing I gotta watch. My saturated fat content, my sodium intake, maximize the fiber and the protein every meal. Dietitian's orders. I wish I could find that part. Where did it say that? Hold on. I wish I could use my phone. I'm gonna wing it because I can't find what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna add 2 tablespoons of this stuff. It's been at room temperature for a minute so it can be soft. I've never had Philly cheesesteak with cream cheese in it. At least I didn't know it was in there. What time is it? 6 o'clock. So I've been doing this for an hour already. Cool. All right. Just gonna mix that in there with the broth, let it simmer a little bit more. And then I'm gonna start stuffing them in them potatoes. One of the recipes said add the provolone cheese to it now. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like that cream cheese is gonna thicken that gravy up enough. Matter of fact, I feel like I need more broth. That's gonna be all right. I think it's gonna be all right. It looks good, y'all, and it smells good. If you smell what Chef Trey is cooking. Once that gets melted all the way, we're pretty much rolling. Done. Oh yeah, I'm on, while that's simmering on low heat, I'm gonna go ahead and chop my green peppers up while I'm thinking about it. Cause that's gonna be like the coup de grace. That and some sour cream, forget about it. At first I was gonna do cheeseburger stuffed potato skins, but I'm like, cheeseburger, I get a cheeseburger anywhere. Now Philly cheesesteak, that's another story. Y'all see me, right? Okay, good. I'm just glad I'm able to use this produce up before it goes bad. I always feel bad. They send me this stuff and I don't ever use it. Hey, Cole Slayer, you still in there, right? I know you're still in the live. You know how you said your first time seeing me on my YouTube channel, I was wearing a suit and tie? Some people first time seeing me on this YouTube is going to be wearing this big old hat. That's crazy, right? Your first time watching me was when I was wearing a suit and tie. Their first time watching me is when I'm wearing a big old hat. That is funny to me. Notice I threw away all that because once you get to a certain point of green onions, you don't want that no more. You want mainly the white parts, but some of this green part is good. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm trying to use it anyway. Look at that. Oh, wow. The gravy turned it brown. Wow. That looks amazing. Hold on. Let me just give you a shot. Amazing. It's everything I was thinking about all day long and more. Because it thickened up. I knew that that's the point of the cream cheese, is to thicken the sauce up. All right. I'm going to just turn on completely low heat at this point and check on my potatoes that have been in the oven the whole time. On 350. About 350. Oh yeah, man. You can feel it. They're good. They're stuck to the pan because I didn't grease it, but other than that, solid. Easy solution. Just a matter of loosening them up like that. Get the other three out. Yeah, oh yeah. I can see with my shades on it, they are brown now. Look at that. They were white, now they're like yellow. And that means that the skin is crispy. All right, bet. Next up, I'm gonna stuff them with the, that's going in there. All right. Ah, no. That was my biggest fear. But it's all right. No harm, no foul. Everything's still, I ain't get burned, I ain't get cut. Everything's all right. FaZe, what up, FaZe? I'm on your time. I forgot you were being here. Sorry I ain't said hey to none of y'all. I hope everybody's day is going well. And it's glad to see you. I'm glad to see you. Y'all always make my day when you show up. But you already knew that. Now, what was I doing? Oh yeah, let me get my cheese out too. some things I had to use store-bought because they didn't have name brand provolone slice. They didn't even have a block of sliced provolone. I was gonna grate it fresh myself because I was always told when stuff comes like this, it's got all these extra additives in it and it's not just cheese no more. But I had to do what I had to do. Come on, well, am I smarter than a package of cheese? Yes. And I'm gonna do one slice per. I don't care. I said I was hungry. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna take this. And put it inside of the potato bowls, you might as well call it. Like level to the top, you know what I'm saying? See, notice it's not, wait. It's not like a heaping amount. It's not like it's a mountain of it. It's just a level to the top of the skin. Man, it's about to be freaking fire, yo. God, just the thought of it still. I'm so excited. I ain't never been excited about a meal before in my life. And I ain't ate nothing today. So you already know. I don't care. As long as it's edible, it's going to be good to me. But even more so because it's a new experience. It's a new thing to add to my repertoire. And look how much extra I got. Good grief. I knew I was going to have extra. All 6 of them are filled with the stuffing. I'm trying to top them off and use a little bit more. I still got a whole pan worth of freaking Philly cheese. Look at that. I got all that still. And all these are filled. Crazy. I knew it was going to be a lot. All right, tripod, don't act up. So like I said, next up, that provolone. I'm going to take a slice. I'm going to fold that bad boy in half. And I'm going to put it right on top. I'll do that for all 6 of them. This is about to be fire, yo. Boy, I wish y'all could have some. I wish y'all could have some of this right here. This is some of that hot fire right here. And I almost want to put the oven on broil to make it brown. Woohoo! Yo, let me do that. Stop that. Put it on broil. Start that. That way, sort of. I'm used to potato skins being brown on top. But yeah, see, that's what I'm working with. You know what's under it because you saw me put it in there. It's right there. That's what I put. The Philly cheesesteak is what's underneath the cheese on all of them. Well, I could turn that off now, I guess. It's still simmering. All right, so next up, we're gonna put these in the oven and let the broiler brown the provolone. And with a broiler, y'all, it don't take long. Like maybe 2 minutes at the most. That's gonna be done. You said my plate look good for sure. I'm shooketh. Dinner at Trey's house. I hate I'm missing y'all's chat, man, because you know how much I enjoy y'all company. But it's gonna be worth it. As you see, it's gonna be well worth it. I'm gonna do some things while that brown. I was gonna have a side salad with it, because that's one of the things the internet said pairs well with a Philly cheesesteak. But I'm like, I got collard greens I need to use. I might as well do that instead. And yeah, dinner at my house. If y'all could get here, you're more than welcome. My dog literally came over here that one night when I made them apple muffins, though. He pulled up. And I don't blame him. Them bad boys was fire, too. But I think tonight, this is going to be another 10. Just like that Watergate salad. So far, the only 10 I've done on camera for food was the Watergate salad. I think tonight, right here, right now, it's going to be on that level. They're almost done, y'all. Ooh, I just peeped in there. Oh, bruh. Trey cooking in the kitchen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm in here cooking it up, chefing it up. Hey, Trey, you made me want to drive 4 hours for some muffins. Amy, I'm about to make you want to drive 4 hours for some Philly cheesesteak potato skins. You're gonna be ready to drive over for that next. You just wait, give it another minute. You'll see. You gonna be like pulling up. You peep in here again. Oh yeah, they done. They're close. Man, give them like a few more seconds. Oh, just like 30 more seconds. Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the broiler off because they're. Ooh, y'all didn't see what I see. Y'all didn't see what I just saw. Woo! Your boy done it again. Had to go ahead and get my plate ready. Go ahead and get my plate ready. All right, that's it. That one needs to brown a little longer. I'm gonna put him back in there. Actually, I'm gonna cut the broiler back on. That one right there, that needs to brown a little bit more. But the other two, fire. Yoga flame. Where's my spatula at? Well, let me get my spatula. Let me get my spatula. Throw that one back in there. Pull these out. Those look good. Those are perfect. But that one needs to go a little longer. After I get them on the plate, I'll show you exactly what they be looking like. OMG. Everything I thought they were going to be. Rhyme without trying. Once again. OMG. Everything I thought they would be. And then some. Just gotta wait on that last one to come out. OMG, y'all. Look. But recipe ain't right unless I make it right. Let me get that last one out and I'll make it right. Hold on. It needs a few more seconds. Oh, man. Man. Your boy done it again. And they got me at that job washing dishes when I can get down like this. Wasting my daggone talent. That's all right, though. I get paid either way. That the last one. All right. And I hope one of them working with me sees this and hear me say that. Back there wasting my talent washing some dishes. All right, like I said, the recipe ain't right. That's what they look like when they came out the oven. I've made $20 from YouTube so far, Jay. $20. Don't spend it all in one place. Hey, let me bring you over here so you can see me put the finishing touches on it. Literally. Finishing touches on this bad boy. Where we at? Don't you fall, tripod. You better not. The finishing touches, right? The green onions, which I'm dropping on the floor on accident. I'm about to sweep and mop in here anyway. Don't matter. That gives us some color. I dare say I'm going to go above and beyond. Again, I'm freestyling. I found 4 recipes online, combined them all, made my own thing. Hold on. Like I said, I love green onions. That's why I'm going ham on it. Love me some green onions. And it makes it look good. So that's where we're at now. Each one of them. All right, but I'm not done. One more thing. Uno más. Uno más, por favor. I'm putting even more onions up there because, again, I'm a green onion fanatic. But the coup de grace, uno más. I wish I had some basil, but parsley. I'm gonna throw some. When I worked at that restaurant decades ago, I would call this part green on the scene. I'm just gonna sprinkle it from a distance. Give it some more color. Green on the scene. Anybody who worked with me at Night Dell Seafood know what I'm talking about. I would throw it on steaks even. Even on a steak, I would put green on the scene. Look at that. Do I have basil? If I got basil, I'm putting some up there. I was being expired. What's this? Chopped basil. What do we got over here? We got some chopped basil. What's the date on it? Best by March 24th, 2026. What's today? The 23rd? Say less. I'm throwing this up there too. Is that unopened? Wow, unopened. Crazy. Oh yeah, man. I like it. Even more green on the scene. And that's going to add even more flavor because it's basil. Like I said, I'm freestyling, y'all. That's why I like to cook at home, because I can freestyle it, do my own thing. I'm not confined to other people's requirements. I can season it, flavor it the way I want it. And there we go. I'm going to sit down and kick it with y'all for a second now that I'm done. That is all she wrote for some potato skins. Loaded with Philly cheesesteak. How you doing? So, with that being said, like I always say at every cooking episode, for those of you with the benefit of flash photography, bet. Another successful cooking stream. How you doing? And I got sour cream. I'm letting them cool for a second. I want to try them on camera to rate it. But I ain't about to bite in that thing hot out the oven like that. You crazy? So I'm going to give it another minute. You know where I got that from, right? Quick Cuts. Quick Cut Creations. You know who used to say that, right? 10 cool points to the first person who says in chat who used to be. For those of you with the benefit of flash photography, you don't know? That's before your time then. There it is. Phase with the answer. He already had the infinite cool points. He just gained 10 more. That was Edge and Christian's claim to fame back in the Attitude Era. They would sit out there and pose. And back then, people had cameras with flashes on them. That's why in WWE 2K26, when you hit a big move, you see all the lights flashing in the crowd because people used to have real cameras, not their phones. Let me see what chat I missed. Let's see if I can catch up on some of this stuff before I go. Well, I go back to the very beginning. Wow. What's up, champion? Good to see you. Said hi. I'm doing good. How about you? Said hi. Hello, my friend. What up, Wyoming? I think I said that already. No troll, no drama on the Trey cooking show. Tina, let them know what you cooking. I already said that. Sky Dog, how you doing? Yeah, I'm unblocked. Sabian, yeah, you're unblocked, but don't mess that up. I unblocked everybody who was blocked, trying to get J Programmer and Mosh back into the chat. So you're on probation if you were blocked and not no more. Game all day, how you doing? What am I cooking tonight? I already answered that. Philly cheesesteak potato skins. That's what I just cooked. That's the way the potato bounces you. Amy, you're so funny. It's like a potato boat. Yep. The potato boat. The potato boat. You are the NXT champion. Yeah, in my own head, why not? Javon, yes, he is like the swap. Yeah, exactly, Amy. Tell him what to do, Amy. Yeah, he didn't even troll me. He said, who's this sandwich chef? I'm cooking a lot more than some sandwiches up in here, for you, just so you know. Hey, bro, I'm making some. I saw that when Charles said he was cooking bok choy, baked beans, and lamb burgers. I don't like lamb like that, though, Charles. I don't know if you're still in here. I've never been a fan of lamb or venison, for that matter. I have a question for you, Trey. Did your mom make that too? No, my mom never made Philly cheesesteak. She would always use hamburger meat like that to make either hamburger helper or sloppy joes. She would make it was something else she used hamburger meat, tacos. She never made Philly cheesesteak, anything like that. Not to my knowledge. You got some bacon in there. Nope, no bacon. I'm trying to stay away from pork. I eat it every now and then, but not as much as I used to. Wow, sounds good. We can try to collab. Maybe we can set a time or something. Hey, holla at me, Charles. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but time. Nothing but air and opportunity, brother. We can do this thing. Trey, how are you? What up, crew? How are you? Matter of fact, while we're talking about collabing, me and Mott Dog are going to collab tonight on the live reaction to Raw. We're going to live together. I got to get up with him as soon as I end this thing and make sure he's still down. But yeah, don't be surprised if it's a split screen like last time and me and Mott are at you at the same time. I'm eating a burger right now. Nice. I like how he said that. Pathetic Cog says, yo, it's the chef of the century. In parentheses, the heist of the century. I get that reference. Hey, Kruby. I did that. Provolone is great. Yes, indeed it is. Yo, it's the chef of the century. Yeah. Okay, good. You butter do it right. Boomts. Kruby with the bad dad jokes again. I thought about the grill too. Too much of pollen. Yes. What you cooking? They are twins. Yeah, FaZe and Amy, twins in the house. I agree. You just said it. Context, but it all takes time. You will get there. Yeah. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. Everybody cuss in the kitchen. Boy, people be cussing that I didn't even think cuss. I'm like, dang, you more involved in the church than I am, and you cussing like that. Okay. That's a fact. I'm still proud of you. And I'm still proud of you, Charles. And I cannot thank you enough for helping me with this YouTube thing. So let me get this right. If Trey says hell damn or ass, that's not good. I talked to someone who works up the street at the barbecue place at the park talking about classes. I might take it. Yeah, I've been thinking about working at Prime, but I don't know if I'm ready for that life again. Too many hazards. Just like at the restaurant I work at now at the country club. I'm just back there washing dishes, but still every day I go to work I gotta worry about getting cut, stabbed, and burnt. Either cut, stabbed, shot, or burnt. That sounds like out there in the streets in the ghetto somewhere. But I'm talking about getting cut by a knife, getting stabbed by, again, a sharp object, or getting shot by, I don't know, hot grease or, bleach in the eye. Kruby, not the bleach! Anyway, where was I at? If he says it's fine, twin. I'm watching from Detroit. Hey, welcome in from Detroit. Holla and back at you from North Carolina, Shareed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. And share this content with somebody else. I know this Ken Legend shouldn't judge. This is a seamless special. Yo, the hat. You like the hat? Then hit the like button. Amy Small, no, it's not that. Just trying to be a good example for those kids watching. But it's all good. Yeah, and I definitely try to be a good influence on them. That's why I try to watch what I say, watch what I do, how I do it, etc. She baked potato skins and greens. Yeah, loaded potato skins, loaded with Philly cheesesteak, collard greens. I wanted to do more. Matter of fact, let me stir my greens up, y'all. Hold on. They still cooking. They look good too, man. I ain't never made with garlic and onion. No meat needed. You got to have no meat. I'm trying to be vegetarian on that part. All right. And then I got all this hamburger meat in my potato skins. We're not talking about that. What up, Xavier? How you doing? Thank you, Amy, for saying I'm a perfect example to these kids to be watching me. I appreciate that. Reasons why I'm afraid. Who's got the beef? Trey does. Amy. Amy, you're so fun. FaZe. I agree with Amen. Yeah. Tina. agreeing with me on my 3 words that I don't consider to be cuss words, as long as you don't use them out of context. Like, for example, just to elaborate on that fact that we were talking about earlier. Ron Simmons, formerly known as Farouk. What was his catchphrase? He had it in big letters on his chest every time he had a shirt. And every time he come out there and something crazy would happen, what would he say? Damn! That's something that a beaver builds out there in the woods somewhere to block water from a stream or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, where was I at? Cold Slayer, yeet my brother. Wait for it to brown and then season. Yeah, I did exactly that without even reading y'all's chat. I can burn in this kitchen. Well, you know what I mean. I don't burn. You know what I'm trying to say. Don't forget, check the greens. Yeah, I'm checking them periodically, Amy. They got another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to try to spoon, see what it tastes like. And actually, I'm going to season them in 20 minutes after some more of that water boils out. Wait, I missed a lot of stuff. Let me go back. Man, y'all been chatting it up. I like it. I like it. Oh, yeah, man. You can throw salt and pepper in there now. I don't do salt, bro. I got to watch my sodium. Plus, it's a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Doctor's orders, dietitian's orders, I can't do salt. There's salt in everything else I use, like the butter and the cream cheese and the, what else did I use in there? Probably salt in that beef broth and the chicken broth that I use. Actually, it was vegetable broth that I use. But yeah, if somebody was to come over, they would have to salt their own food because I don't do salt no more. I used to. Reasons, but America puts salt in everything. That's why I cook at home a lot. That's why if I eat out, I have to be moderate about it. I have to be moderation and show some restraint and some self-control with it. So do I for real? Well, not everything, but most stuff. Yep. Yeah, but not like here. That's true. Cooking up a storm. That's right, Cold Slayer. Only thing that ain't got salt is fresh veggies. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting ready to eat ribs tonight with barbecue sauce. Oh, my stomach bubbling, Rebel. I'm waiting for them to cool a little bit more while I catch up on y'all's chat. And I'm going to try these things on camera. And you know this, man. What up, Brody Razor? How you doing? I see you, too. Them greens make the house hot. Yeah. The stove in general make the house hot. Matter of fact, let me turn them down a little bit more. They're probably done. The website said it could take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to cook the collards. But again, I like them to be real tender. So I'm cooking them longer on the high end. Even then, I'm sure some got a little salt. Yep. Yeah, phase. House hot, huh? Yep. Fried mushrooms. Now, those are sauteed mushrooms if you were talking about what I was doing. That kitchen getting warm for real. Yeah, as it should be. Trey is the new man in black. Yeah, I'm wearing black on black on black. Even my pants. The only thing not black are my Duke socks. They on fire this year in the NCAA tournament. How you doing? How you tar holes out there holding up? Anyway, where was I? He's going to use a knife to take memory away. And this guy come in here talking nonsense about gym music. Okay, cool story. Ahmed. I could see the tip of the thumb in the pepper. Yeah, I was going ham in here, man. Now would be perfect time to season the meat. We are family. This is going to take longer than an hour. Yeah, that's why. You know how I do. The shortest cooking stream I did was when I did that Watergate salad, because that's easy peasy. That takes like 15 minutes. It's like 5 ingredients. And when I cook chicken a la Trey, that's like an all-day deal sometimes. It'd take me like 3-4 hours sometimes to do that. Especially when you got to chop everything up and cook your noodles, cook your sauce, make it the right density, etc., etc. I'm going to set longer time next. Thanks for advice, Trey. And thank you for advice, Amy. You are a big help. Philly Nitros. Oh, my stomach bubbling again. Same. I'm going to go in there with a big coat. Go easy, use chips, bro. Phase, I'm taking a sleeping bag. What you talking about? Oh, man. You're going to need a sleeping bag if you eat some of this. How am I going to make it through 2 hours of raw tonight is another question. That's a bit. I had Bojangles, but this making me hungry. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I'm due to order some. I said I was hungry. I was thinking that was a lot of food. One person, yeah. Like what phase, how your taste buds feel, twin. My taste buds good for real, but they definitely trying to pull up at Trey's right now. Trey could invite the whole main roster to that much food. Coastlayer. I'm happy for Trey. As always, well deserved, Coastlayer. Even the jobbers get a plate. Y'all are wild. I'm so glad I stopped and read all this stuff before I left. Hold on, wait. LOL. Brooklyn Brawler said he's hungry. That's a good one, Amy. Oh man, y'all are crazy. No troll, no drama in the chat at all. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Tina, let them know. My sister from another mister always got my back, and I appreciate you, don't you know? Thanks, Coastlayer. Trey, no offense, you cooking like a Southern Belle. Hey, and if I ever met Blake Monroe, I'm going to act like a Southern Belle when I meet her. A Southern Belle with the vapors. I'm like, oh, Blake Monroe. No one fall out. And I got to break out the smelling salt to revive me. Add some oil to the greens is what my wife said, bro. What? Say less. I'm just not reading that. I'm going to add some avocado oil because that's all I got, though. Yep, I'm doing it. I did wash them with white vinegar, distilled white vinegar. Okay, let me bring you over here so you can see me add this oil. I'm not measuring nothing, cuz I'm eyeballing. Boom. That was roughly, we'll say, 3 tablespoons, if I had to guess. I gotta get more oil, y'all. I used every bit of my olive oil tonight, and the majority of my avocado oil. Shoot, they look good. All right, I think my skins have cooled enough. I'm about to try one in a minute if I can catch up on this chat. The patty ready burger is less fat. What are you doing with the inside of potatoes that you scooped out? Good question, Amy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Like ice cream, but maybe make like mashed potatoes. Put them in the blender, the Ninja blender, and make some mashed potatoes with it. Philly mashed potatoes. Once the potato skins are gone, Philly mashed potatoes. That's an idea. Oh, let me fix my hair. I don't know, but I'm thinking about, just like I got a lot of cream cheese left, I got to do something with that before it goes bad. No trolls, just spam for real. Yeah, Miro always come in here doing that. Ain't nothing for trolls to troll about right now. Exactly. I'm doing me, let them do them. Trolls make fun of everything. Yep, that's what they do. They got no life. I done told you I'm making Philly cheesesteak. Potato skins. Get your stinking paws off me. Less fat. Yeah, it's coming together nice. If you're not sneezing, it's not season. I'm weak. All in the wrist done. That's a fat Amy. Fats phase. Check what your moms gave you. I got a new scratch and sniff phone. Nah, use nachos. I like if you like that. Okay, Amy, I see you. Tomorrow use nacho chips to make some Philly cheesesteak nachos. I like it. But let me get some. Hold on. I'm gonna pause. Wait. Hold that thought. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Let me find what I'm looking for. I don't have a little souffle cup. Bro, I had a ton of those things. I guess I'll use this one. Just rinse it out. Rinse it out. Rinse it out. Y'all ever heard that before? Rinse, not rinse. Rinse. Rinse it out. Booyah! To go and dip them in. Because they cool now. They're cool enough to try now. And I'm excited and ready for it. And as I've stated before, I'm a big fan of green onions. So I'm putting green onions on top of my sour cream. All right, y'all, moment of truth. You ready? Y'all Y'all ready for this? Let me get a plate or something. I feel like I'm gonna make a mess. Because my stomach been bubbling the whole time. You ready for me to try them? I'll catch up on chat once I do. All right, here we go. Don't it look good? Look at it. Look at it. With the cheese melted on the side. Look at it. Look at it. All right. Here goes everything. 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 Mmm. My hat fell. To quote Ric Flair, with a tear in my eye, this is the best Philly cheesesteak potato skin I've ever had in my life. This is the best potato skin I've ever had in my entire life. With a tear in my eye. My goodness. It was everything I thought and then some. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. The bomb. Wait. Because again, I like sour cream on my potato skins. And green pepper. Oh, green onion. Man. Mmm. Oh, my stomach bubbling. In the best of ways. I wish I could try. Oh my God, it's so good, y'all. Good is an understatement. Oh man. And the skin on the potato is crispy. Even the inside that was hollowed out, that part's crispy. Y'all just don't know. And the gravy in it. Oh my God. Because the skins were so cooked, it held the gravy in it. Didn't soak. It's not soggy at all. I got to make this again one day. That's gonna be one of my new go-tos. If I ever do have a food truck or whatever, yes sir. You get a napkin. My pepper just picking out. Oh man, y'all. I'm not even exaggerating. This breaks the scale. Forget the 10-point scale. This is probably like a 13, 14 or something. This breaks the scale in the best way. Oh my goodness. Forget a 10-point scale. You need to create a new scale just for this. Oh man. Either I'm really hungry, or this is really good, or it's both. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely the best. Tina, as I drink my Gatorade to wash it down. I'm almost at a loss for words. How good it is. Have easy quick meal. Oven needed seasoning as well. Yeah. Oven needs some cleaning after what I just put down in here. Yo, that look good. Thank you, Elijah. Appreciate that. Amy, you love nachos for real. Every other comment about nachos. Nachos be fire though. I'm like Beavis and Butthead when it comes to that. Let's get some nachos. Yeah, yeah. You making me want nachos. Now I want nachos, and I got Philly egg rolls. Or, yeah, Philly. I call them Philly egg rolls because a lot of Philly potato skins. Maybe that's what I should call it. Philly potato skins. I do, but I'm just saying it will be easy for them. Yeah, especially after all the work I put in tonight. Oh, let me stir my greens. All the water about boiled out again. They got another 4 minutes and 40 seconds. And then they would have been cooking for 2 hours. What else? I feel you for sure. He might have to work tomorrow. Yeah, I got to be at work early again tomorrow, 6 a.m. I got to get up to be there by 8. And I got to go to the second job. And then when I come home from that job, I'm going to do YouTube again. So technically, I'm working all 3 jobs tomorrow. Just saying. Heat and eat. Heat and eat. Yeet, heat, eat, delete, repeat. Lemon pound cake. Hey, that sounds good. Yeah, you're not wrong. It doesn't matter what the trolls say. Exactly. Oh, yeah, Corporate Trey. Now, that was yesterday, FaZe. You missed Corporate Trey. He was here doing a question and answer episode yesterday. Haha, yeah, I see you stuff a balloon in the hat and keep it. I was thinking about doing that, Cold Slayer. Putting something up there to make it stand up. Like, filling it with a bunch of items. Like, put one of those tumblers, one of those, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Even this, put an empty bottle like that in there. Just to make it stand up all the time. What else? Hot air balloon. Ouch. Oh, that was when the phone fall. Oh, I see that. That was when the phone fell. Wow, I'm that far back in the chat, y'all. Back when my phone fell, that's how far back I am in the chat. I'm making my way toward the front. What's good, my brother? Camera stuffed potatoes. I'm shooketh. You ain't burned, but we is. Yeah, I got second degree. You are second hand smoke, Amy, so of course you're gonna get the second degree burn to come with it. Yeah, do it. Oh, do it, bro. Cheese is life. Yeah. You eat, you 3 them, you be full for real. Yeah, if I eat 3 of them, I'm full. I'm already filling it off 1. Because you know when you don't eat, your stomach shrinks. That way it makes you get fuller quicker. And I haven't ate nothing today before that. Salute the work and the stream, Trey. And I salute you, Amy, for being such an awesome person. I'm making this my next day off now. Yo, that looks so good, low key. Thank you, Ryder. I appreciate that. Dinner at Trey's house. Fam, how you been? Mercrati? I'm as good as it gets. I cannot complain, my brother. And yes, I am watching Raw in another hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, FaZe it is. My plate look good for sure. Also, a quick meal. Grab canned tomato sauce. Boil some noodles. You said, yeah, that's versatile. That Philly cheesesteak mix with the peppers, mushrooms, meat. I could go a million different directions with that, bro. I'm here. I didn't get an alert. Mo! Hey, Mo! Woo, 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 woo. Yuck, 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 yuck. Them onions look fresh. Yeah. I'm booking a flight right now. FaZe said he's booking a flight here right now. Oh, man. Trey cooking in the kitchen. Yep. Heck yeah, Trey. You made me want to drive 4 hours for muffins. Fat Amy. I'm due to get an 18-hour flight. You right. Nice. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy. Holy moly. Looks delicious. Yeah, I told you, Cold Slayer. I told you. That one's taking time because I know I'm going to need to fly there. That's what happens when you take your time with it. Notice I didn't rush none of this process. When you're cooking and stuff, you got to take your sweet time with it. You can't rush perfection. I know I'm not perfect. That meal is not perfect, but it's the closest thing to it. And that's because I took my sweet time and made sure everything was just right along the way. That one's taking time because I know I'm going to fly there. Sup, friend? Why YouTube doesn't give me a notification? Jay, I don't know why YouTube doesn't give you a notification. I wish I could tell you an answer. Looking as good as twin for real. Exactly. Trey knows his worth. Hear that? Sizzle. How much did you earn from YouTube? Already disclosed that. He's earned 1.5. I wish I made 1.5 million, even in whatever the conversion is to United Kingdom money. That's more likely. You making me hungry. Will you be live for Raw? Yep. And you know this, man. Of course I'm gonna be live for Raw. My goodness. Laugh. Heart. A way to a woman's heart. That looks so good, Trey. Did your mom make that for you as well? I already told you, Tina, she didn't make stuff like this. She made something similar, but not this exact thing. Wait, all right, it's been 2 hours for my greens, so I'm going to just turn them on low heat. Because it's still got a lot of water left in them, so I'm going to let them simmer a little bit longer. I feel like something like this, you can't mess up. I also got to season them, too. Yum, it looks good. What are you making? Trey's legend on this one. Amy, thank you for hyping me up always. That's a fat Amy. And you too, FaZe. Thank y'all for hyping me up and for liking the content and for helping me continue to do what I do. I can't thank y'all enough, man. Y'all are the reasons why I deal with the hate. Y'all are the reasons why I don't take no days off from this YouTube thing. I can't wait for Trey Thanksgiving special. Oh, man. Oh, man. I never cooked for Thanksgiving. Me and Mom would always order like catering somewhere, something already made. Because we both worked all the time, so we didn't have time to get in here and cook like this. So we just order a bunch of stuff already pre-made, and we would eat as we were here and available to do so. Will you be live for Raw? Trey, which one's mine? And whichever one you want, FaZe, whichever one you want, brother. What up, James? Love the poses. Who? Edge and Christian. I'm way back on when I was posing for 10 seconds. That's how far back in the chat I am, just so y'all know. Oh, I see y'all. How you doing? I missed the classic WWF. This makes WWE crap look stupid. I made a short of Famous Dave since we're in the topic of food. But this man can make a smackdown of eggs. Why when you say, never mind. Cole Slayer, he said, Daniel Benedict said, holy crap, this man can make a smackdown of eggs. I'll say it, I don't care. Why when I read that comment do I think of Mo eating eggs and weenies? Anyway, back to my comments. On Who's Live. I see you both on the screen. I'm happy and laughing. Yeah, and I believe that's going to happen in another hour. Trey, do you remember when I was telling you about Famous Daves? Of course. Welcome to my hood. Keep your eyes out for the masked man in the chat tonight. Hey, Tina, I'm always on high alert for him. And I'm blocking. As a matter of fact, that's harassment. I'm reporting this person. What's his name? Stupid name anyway. It's Zex. That's why you're getting reported to YouTube, buddy. Just like that. How you doing? Anyway, back to the comments. Can I hide them as well? Yes, I can. All right. I bet it's a sodium in the cream cheese. Yeah, Amy, it is sodium in the cream cheese, but I got that lower sodium stuff. Matter of fact, the cream cheese I used, it isn't the regular one. It's the one that's got 1/3% less fat. So this sodium content has 3.5 grams of saturated fat per 2 tablespoons. And I used 2 tablespoons in the whole thing. So I think I did good on that. Again, my dietitian got me reading nutrition facts every time I go buy anything or eat food out. I have to look at that stuff now. My kitchen is a wreck, by the way. Don't pay attention to what is beside me. When your favorite rapper, make that make sense. This guy says, LJ Martinez says, and I quote, when your favorite rapper. Okay, yeah, for sure, twin. What's up, bro? What up, Montrese? How you doing? I don't know what that says either. And Sir Haas, whatever your name is, have it pre-chopped. Aaron Teagle, what up? How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, buddy, you know it. I'm in here chefing it up in the kitchen, my man. Let's go. Trey, I made a short Famous Dave's video. I went today and it was fire. Mashed potatoes. Okay, how are you, Amy? Good, Mo. That's good, Amy. That's crazy. You were literally cooking with a WWE Championship around your waist. That's crazy. Is it, though? I'm trying to be as different as I can and attract these numbers and be a good YouTuber. So I think this is drawing people in. It drew you in, didn't it, Elijah? What's the belt? NXT. That looks fire. WCW was Go to Wrestling. Yeah, NXT, so it's got to be a 10. Shooketh to the cores. That's right, Cold Slayer. Shooketh to the cores and weakened in the knees. That is another comment that is getting reported to YouTube. Bada bing, bada boom. How you doing? Hope they block your account. Now hide you from my channel permanently. My shooketh stomach is bubbling. Bro, you're funny. My shooketh stomach is bubbling. That's a new one. We setting the bar high on this one. Facts. FaZe is in the air as we speak. You wild, FaZe. Wow. What that is, bro, is the chef of the century. Thank you for the comments, guys. I appreciate all the kind words. You know I'm flying. Hey, I know you are, FaZe. WWE Raw, what that is. Look at the video description and the title of it, and you'll find out what I made. Or run this back and watch it, and you'll see what I made. Happy Monday, everyone. What up, Daniel? How you doing? How was your food you cooking? Amazing. It was a 13 or a 14 on the 10-point scale. It broke the scale. It was that good. Is that good. Eat, yeet, delete, trolls, repeat. That's right, Mo. Cardboard to keep the head up. You might be onto something. Mont Dog, Yeet, my brother, how you doing? Welcome in the chat. The one, the only Mont Dog in the house. I'm this far back in the chat trying to catch up. Mont, are we still going live together tonight? Are we still doing the live together tonight? Me and you be like Booker T and that guy on NXT on Wednesdays, Tuesdays. I'll be Wade Barrett. You be, what's his face? Michael Cole. I'll be Wade Barrett. You be Michael Cole. Or vice versa. Either way, we need to just watch together tonight. My dog, how was the food champion? You cooking today? What's good, Coaster? I've been here. Can't complain much. Trey's on. Hey, my dog, did you make it home safe and sound? Yep, just got home. Chef WWE hat, I like it. Thank you for liking the hat. Chef Boy R Suplex, I like that comment too. Damn, my salute. Head high. My dream is to have $50 billion like my dad. That his dream too. My dream is to have $50 billion too, my man. Christy, what up? How you doing? Thanks again for letting me know about that meet and greet with Jacob Fatu. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have gone and wouldn't have got that experience. So thank you. FaZe. Yep. Amy burned the road up. Hello, Cold Slayer. What's good, FaZe? What up? What's good? D-double-G. How's the beach? It was great, bro. It was well deserved. Heck yeah, that's a fact. Did you enjoy SmackDown on Friday when you went? It was in Charlotte. No, it was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it was amazing. D Cartier. FaZe went down, so I got out of there. What? What went down? The sun. Okay. How you feeling today? Rebecca, I can't complain. All is as good as it gets. Yeah. I don't blame you. They extra cold as soon as the sun go down. Yeah. You should check the short to look at how fire it is. I am Famous Days. I'm finally caught up to chat. Finally. What short, Mo? Oh, yeah, Mo. It did look fire. Yeah, we can do it. You got to come to the dog's house tonight. Yeah, if you set the loud together up, I'll join yours. No worries. I'll be your guest. I made a short of Famous Days when I went to lunch. It was 5 seconds long. And dang, what kind of hat is that? It's the hat that attracted you to my channel. That's what kind of hat it is, Monica. Now hit the like and the subscribe buttons. I helped my dog on his chat earlier today. Thank you. I hate I missed that. I was at work probably. Or running around getting ingredients to make this that I made today. Mont, did you see them? Mont, look at the potato skins, bro. Look at them. Mont, dog, look at it. Just look at them. Ask FaZe and ask Amy and Tina and everybody else that was in here since the beginning. Them bad boys is screaming. A 14 on a 10-point scale, bro. You do it when you first to do a live together. You know how you type in your description what the name of the video is? One of those options says live together, and you gotta toggle that icon. And then before you go live, it'll give you a link to send me. I mean, did the Crepper make a deal with my since Mo is still kid? Trey, you said 13. I said 13 or 14, depending on. It's probably better if you try it later because you know how food is. Once it marinates and sits for a while, it gets better. It's probably gonna be better tomorrow once I reheat it. A cup of drinks. Yeah. But I'll hang out for like maybe 6 more minutes and I'm done, y'all. At that point, I would have been up here for 2 hours before going live again later with mine. So good. I ought to eat one more on camera. Oh, I gotta season my greens. Hold on. I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. And it is a complete mess. It's like a kitchen massacre over here right now. That's the thing with me. I can cook my butt off, but I make the biggest mess in the process. This says season them greens with, I know red pepper is one thing. Black pepper, paprika, red pepper, and salt. But again, I don't use salt. That's easy. Is that really all easy? What about y'all? What do you think? What else should I put in them collard greens to season it? This says black pepper, paprika, and crushed red pepper. What else should I put in there, or is that it? I'm not putting salt. I refuse. But I will put everything else in there. Unless y'all say otherwise. I'm only putting a half a teaspoon of each. Let me turn you back over here. The post-cooking part of the show. Actually, I'm still cooking, so it's still technically cooking. Wait, I need to strain them first. What am I thinking? I can't just throw the seasoning in there like that. I gotta strain them and then season. But I'm gonna try some first. Hold on, before I season them, I wanna try to make sure they're tender enough. Which, how can they not be tender when they've been cooking for 2 hours? The chef gots to eat. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. They good without no seasoning. Because I cooked onions and garlic in there with them. I don't even have to add none of they good. But I'm gonna add it anyway. Get my colander out. I guess I'll bring y'all over here with me. Like I said, ignore the big mess. You are a good cooking champion. Thank you, Frank. Wait, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready. No. Because Cole Slayer said, well, what do we got over here? We got a cup of potatoes. I'm shooketh to the cores and weakened in the knees. Don't know, Mo. What are you going to do with the potatoes? Again, Tina, I don't know what I'm going to do with them potatoes. I guess I'm going to make some mashed potatoes or potato cakes. That's it. Y'all ever had potato cakes where you like make them into patties and then you fry them in the frying pan? Mom used to make them a lot. I think that's what I'm going to do with them potatoes. Make potato cakes with them. That's it right there. Oh, I seen a short. Oh, it was good. You're a good cooking champion. Them greens should be good for real. Yeah, they are good for real. I just tried them. You should pick pink salt. I got some pink salt up there, but again, I'd rather not use salt at all. Ginger, thyme, tiny bit of cinnamon, and rosemary and dill. Really? Cinnamon in my greens? No, wait. Pause. FaZe, you telling me to put cinnamon in my collard greens? And while we're on the rosemary. Rosemary is so weird to me. If I don't grind it up in a coffee grinder, it gets stuck in between my teeth or something. I don't like rosemary because it doesn't soften up when you cook it, if that makes sense. To mix with the ginger, hence a tiny amount. I don't have no ginger though. I ain't got ginger, bro. I ought to just, because that's a lot. I don't want to try. I'm not doing that. I ain't about that life. I'm going to use a spoon with a hole in it, and I'm going to spoon them out that way. One more minute and I'm out of here. Famous Dave's got the feast and the corn muffins. Yeah, I seen their, hey, Mo, you had me window shopping their menu, bro. I saw what Famous Dave's offer. If it wasn't 4 hours from me, I would go there. Around here, we got this place called Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue, which is a lot like Famous Dave's. But they don't have corn muffins. Make corn muffins next week. Amy gave me the idea for next week and the weeks to follow. I'm going to find a recipe that the wrestlers like and make whatever they cook, whatever they like to eat. Or if I could find an entree or a thing to cook that's named after a wrestler. You can thank Amy for this one. I'm going to be deep diving, researching a lot between now and next Monday. Because I like that idea. Either make something that is a wrestler's favorite meal or their favorite snack. Or make something that's named after a wrestler. That's next week. Stay tuned. Thank you for 41 likes, by the way. Appreciate that. All right, since we're less than 60 seconds away, I might as well say my goodbyes with my... And with that being said, do you have a little bit of pepper juice? I don't have pepper juice, Tina. I got lemon. I can squeeze a lemon. Oh, you talking about squeezing a lemon in the greens? If that's what you're talking about, I can squeeze a lemon in the collard greens. I can do that. That actually sounds really good. Man, go troll somebody else, Ray. We having fun over here. We ain't got time for your negativity. Bye, Felicia. Anyway, where were we? That's a good idea, twin. Oh, yeah, Famous Days when I went, they gave us bread on the table with cinnamon butter. Oh, cinnamon butter hitting, bro. I always like that. What up, Haley? How you doing? What am I cooking? Haley, I was cooking some Philly cheesesteak stuffed potato skins. That's, if you want to run this back once YouTube reviews it and see how to make it yourself, you're more than welcome. The links are in the description of the video on the recipes that I use. But yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Back to this one comment from Tina where she said, do you have a little bit of pepper juice? I like the idea of squeezing a lemon in my greens, which is what I'm about to do. All right, guys. I got to get ready to put the Ring camera and everything else back into the studio so I can be ready to go live together with my 1,300 plus subscribers. Even the cup of haters, even them cup of haters who be weird in the live chat, I appreciate them too, because at the end of the day, when the smoke settles and the dust clears and it's all said and done, trolls help me achieve my goals. But for those of you who show up, show out, support me in the channel, and respect everybody, I cannot thank you enough, and I got nothing but love for you. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, go through my YouTube library. There's like 700 videos out there. Like them, comment on them, share them with your friends. And don't forget to follow me on your social media accounts. I'll see y'all in less than an hour for my live reactions to Raw. Until then, God bless you all. Be good and be good.